to a trip to Australia. If you don't go for the whole summer, you can go for a week. My name is Duncan Smith, and I'd like to introduce Megan Erskner and Cassie Roosh. And we're with Travel Down Under, and we encourage you to spend a week in Sydney where you'll have the time of your life. Australia is a country that's also a continent, although there's another state, which is Tasmania, and they like to think of the rest of the country as the North Island. I don't really think that altogether works, since one is much bigger than the other. You would go in their summer, while the rest of us are in the winter. You would cross over the date line and never have anything to do on that day, because when you come back, you're going to live the same day twice. I'll go ahead and introduce Megan.
Alright, so Australia is very exciting and unique. It's very diverse. It ranges from desert to tropical rainforest and brushland. And interestingly enough, 70% of the population actually lives in one of the 8 major cities. So the open land is open land there, kind of unique. And there's many attractions in the cities for that reason. And so we'll take you through a few of those here in a minute. The Travel Down Under company seeks to bring you many destinations here and a fun, safe, and exciting environment.
Okay, so your destination is going to be Sydney, Australia, and that's where most of your excursions are going to be. Like Duncan said earlier, you're going to leave on a Friday, and then you're going to arrive back on a Sunday. But you're going to miss a couple days in between. You're going to relive a day as well. So next we're going to go to our agenda and kind of just a quick overview of what our idea for the week is for you guys. Sunday you're going to arrive, and you arrive at 7:05 in the morning, and it's kind of just a relaxation day. You're going to kind of get used to the area and just unpack and stuff like that. And Monday we planned a lunch cruise, and also you're going to see different beaches and kind of the beauty of the area in Australia. And on Tuesday we planned a wildlife excursion, which is kind of fun. And then Wednesday we also planned another beach day, which is Manly Beach, which is one of the beautiful beaches on the north side. And then Thursday we planned a Sydney tour. Friday we kind of did 2 excursions. We did an opera house, which is only an hour and a half, and also the aquarium, which is fun as well. And Saturday is another day to relax and kind of see the last things you wanted to see in Australia, and Sunday you're going to depart for the US.
As Megan had mentioned, we have a week there, and on the first day, while you're there, you'll have the harbor lunch cruise. Now, it's a trip on the boat that leaves from Double Bay, which is the cozy harborside town where the hotel is located. It'll go to out-of-the-way beaches, and it costs $29, or make it $30. Wear your beach clothes. The next day, it'll be the Sydney Shore Wildlife Excursion. There is a great deal of activity there at these wildlife preserves that are along the north shore of the harbor. You'll go to the zoo, the Sydney Zoo, on the north side, across from the famous coat hanger bridge. It's $36.20. And then bring your walking shoes and some shorts. Now, Manly Beach is a fabulous place. It's across the bay, and it has a string of trees, giant Norfolk Island pines, that usually you could buy at the arborist, the gardener, for $5, and they're about 3 inches tall. In Manly, they grow 130 feet tall. There's surfing, and if you enjoy the other surf life-saving activities that go on, join in there. Bring your suit. The next day, downtown Sydney. If anybody's ever seen the Matrix movie, it was filmed there. There's the Sydney Eye Tower, which you'll ride to the top and have a panoramic view of the whole region. It costs $18. And the Opera House, the most famous icon for the whole country. Everybody's seen the pictures of the seashell Opera House perched on the bay, and it's right next to where we're staying in Double Bay at the Savoy. And on the last day, a trip to the aquarium, it costs $36, just like the trip to the Opera House would cost. Thank you.
Alright, so again, here are just a few pictures of what you'll experience for our excursions. You know, similar to the boat that you're taking for the Sydney Harbor Cruise. One of the many beautiful beaches that you'll go see. Like Duncan said, the iconic view of the Sydney Opera House and then the Sydney Eye Tower there. Have a gorgeous view of your country there. And then the wildlife excursion, meet some new and exciting animals that are not here in the U.S. With that being said, driving can be difficult there. It's on the other side of the road, so we don't recommend doing that if you're not used to it. Instead, we recommend other ways of travel. You can do, we're going to be flying there, of course. We're going to be taking taxis, walking, boats, and of course their train that they have there is a little bit unique compared to the U.S. as well.
And some main things that you should bring along, obviously your tickets so you can board the plane. You can print them off in the airport, you can print them off at home as well. And then you need to bring a visa and different clothing. Our plan was it's going to be warm, so shorts, swimming suits, t-shirts, kind of things that you can breathe and walk around in. And walking shoes, of course. And we also plan for you guys to go to some nicer high-end restaurants, so maybe some clothes that are nicer as well. And also a digital camera and some toiletries like sunscreen and medicine and different things that you can take care of yourself with as well.
The cost per day. Well, there's an initial upfront cost with the airfare. It is halfway across the world, so it may be a little more. It's worth it. The first day, since you're just getting settled in, there's really no cost there. Now, as you begin your trips around town, the cost will increase as you want to buy things. Of course, you'll want to come home with a boomerang, or a didgeridoo, or, well, I don't think you can bring any beer over, and as we know, Australia loves their beer. We've planned it out that you have a little more cost at the end of the trip. If you want to skip something and you've spent too much money, you're able to budget accordingly. But if you've saved your money, as we recommend you do, then you can splurge. I think it's a great week, and Nancy?
Okay, so the overall price of the trip is going to be $3,661, and then that includes $200 for just spending in different things that you want to buy as well. And we do have our refer a friend incentive, which would bring the price down to $3,315.
And now if you are traveling to Australia, they do have an accent as well, and they have a different slang than we do in America. So we have some of the more popular ones here. They say Barbie for grill or barbecue. Bonzer, or pronounced Bonza, is, great, have a Bonza day. Good day is how they nationally greet each other. You say good day, mate. Pronounced as a little bit more of the mite. And it just means friend or fellow. They're very friendly people there. And with that, I will hand it over to Duncan.
Travel to a land of diversity. Many things to do outside the city as well. And if you have time, take advantage of that. You don't have to learn another language, although, as Cassie pointed out, they do have their own lingo. And for $3,300 for a week, it's worth it. It's a cheap international, intercontinental trip. Thank you.